be doing some drop shotting for lake trout. Now, I've had multiple people say, why don't you drop shot for lake trout? And I'm gonna show you exactly why in a minute. I'm gonna record my screen and I'll show you why I don't drop shot for lake trout. It is very effective. I don't do it very often. I do it when there's a lot of rocks and I wanna stay kind of like suspended off stuff, or if I wanna like pitch out on an area that's really productive. So right now we're in one of my hot spots and there's lakers literally all around me. I just tried trolling and it didn't work. But let me show you how to set up a drop shot rig, and then we'll go into why I don't drop shot for lake trout. So we have a 12 or 15 pound leader on right now that's, I don't know, about 15 or 16 feet. This is super clear water and this bait is right on the laker's nose. So if you are comfortable running smaller pound test line, go right ahead. But we're gonna start with a polymer knot. And they make drop shot specific hooks. I have one somewhere, I don't know where it is. But we're gonna do a polymer knot and we're gonna leave a long tag end here. And we can always trim it. So polymer knot around our little drop shot hook. We always wanna make sure we wet our knots. And that is for friction reasons, to reduce line on line friction. So there's our polymer knot to our hook, which right now it's probably just like a live bait hook actually. And then we're gonna go back through the eyelet with a tag. Kind of show you right there like that. So that's gonna allow this hook to kind of sit almost parallel with the bottom of the lake. And so what I like to do is buy one of these drop shot weights that has the little line pincher on it. So you can slide, you can tie a knot on this if you want to. There's really no reason to. And the reason you can do it this way is so if you get hung up in rocks or something like that, if you're bass fishing, it'll slide right off. So see how it's just attached right there? So that's probably, I don't know, a good foot. And if I get this hung up in rocks, I can just yank hard and then that will pull off. It won't break off, but it'll pull off. And then we are using one of the swim baits from the Winnie kit, which I'll pull up a picture right now. And we are gonna nose hook this. Just like that. Now this is clear right now, but it's glow in the dark chartreuse when it gets to the bottom of the lake. I'm using a medium bass rod, a Shimano Expride, which is absolutely perfect for this. It's not a full drop shot rod, so most drop shot rods have a faster tip to have you feel that bite from a bass or something like that. But we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. So we gotta go find some fish real quick. And it hasn't been sunny all day until right now. So we have our Livescope on a pole. So if you see me bending over, spinning that around, I got lakers all around me here, but we just kind of like putted off them because I was doing something else. And it'd be nice if we had some wind, but we don't have any wind. So he's already coming up to me. I'm gonna drop right down on his head. And you can run as heavy as drop shot weight as you can find, really. Now I'm gonna show you why in like 2 seconds why I hate running the drop shot rig for lake trout. He hasn't seen me yet. I'm running a 15 pound Power Pro braid, double uni knot for the connection between the braid and the leader. And for those of you who've been watching me for a long time, I'm very repetitive of what I do. So there is so many variables in lake trout fishing. There's water temp, there's wind direction, which wind direction it was coming from the day before, high pressure, low pressure, sunny, not sunny, all the above. If we can control a few things like what pound test we use, what pound braid we use, what reels we use, keep other things consistent, to just make it easier on yourself so you take out less variables in the process. That's my engineering speech real quick, because engineering is like my actual background. And for those bass guys, I've had multiple bass people tell me like, oh yeah, I tried your jigs or I tried your swim baits on a drop shot and like slam bass with it. And lakers at the same time, usually in the spring, because they're in the same part of the water column. Oh, so right here. So that laker just chased up my weight. Got him. Bumped it. That was pretty sweet. There we go, first laker on the drop shot rig. Going right back in. And we've got a little bit of line twist here. And this is Livescope Plus. I have XR as well, but I'm not using it today. Since see, that laker's going right for the weight. It's gonna eat the weight, see? So that's the problem with the drop shot rig, is they can chase the weight, unfortunately. And a very good way to get a small presentation down to the bottom if you don't have spot lock. So if you're in a kayak or something like that, very effective. And since this bait is right in a laker's face, we can add a little bit of scent to it. This is Smelt Procure, or Procure Smelt. Use it all the time. Right now we're on top of some really rocky structure, so I'm not going to pitch it out. I'm just going to vertical drop it. Because if I do pitch it out, it's going to get hung up in the rocks. Doesn't mean it won't get hung up when I vertically jig it, but less likely. Oh, he's charging it. Got him. Oh, he's off. Oh, I had him. Got another one. He had it for a long time. And he's about to burp and figure out that he's hooked. There he goes. See if he's actually hooked the right way. Yeah, he is. Little guy. Another little guy going back in. And I just found a new spot, which I'm excited about. It's a pretty obvious spot that I just never fished it before. We'll catch one more in the drop shot here. They are being really finicky today. Got it. Slammed it immediately. He's putting up a good fight here. Decent head shakes. I know he's not big, he just probably is lassoed himself like they always do. And there's the last one in the drop shot. And lakers like to bleed a lot because they're under pressure when they come up. If you guys want to support the channel, visit benditfish.com, where I sell the Winnie kit, which is the baits that I used in this video today for drop shotting. Like I said, the big issue with drop shotting is there's two targets for lake trout to look at, and they will hit that bottom one because it's the closest one to them if you're trying to run away. If not, they'll hit that other one. You just keep that weight on bottom like you would for a bass anyways. And it's kind of a weird spongy bite depending on what rod you're using. So this is a little bit slower. A faster rod would be a little bit easier. And if you want to see more lake trout videos, either click here or click here, and I'll see you on one of those next videos.